அவ்வளவுதான்.
Morning, Raj.
Morning, Bala.
Yes.
So today everything is different because I am in Palakkad.
Yeah, I can see it's pretty green.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm also in a different room because it's raining in Chennai. It's slightly surprising on a January morning. So
Yeah,
I
I
have to
guess
shift
so.
to another room to get the proper lights.
Yeah. See what all we have to do to make bits and banter a reality, man. Good.
Yeah.
So anyways, we are here to talk about what? About the Sydney test.
Yes.
Starting in what, 48 hours or maybe less than that, I guess.
Exactly, because it starts at
So,
5 a.m. on Thursday morning.
Yes,
So,
yes. So what's your thought immediate? What would be the team? I mean, we don't have much to talk about, I guess. I mean, other than the team composition.
Even before the team, because the confusion over the next test is reigning supreme in the sense whether they want to travel to Brisbane or not. Because the Australians want to travel to Brisbane and India is very reluctant to travel to Brisbane and there are other issues concerning, I mean, pertaining to quarantine rules and stuff like that. Because India is not very key. Because when you can allow spectators, why are you not allowing players to get out of the bubble? I guess Indians, I mean, I don't want to sound like sore Indians, but the point is the situation is very dynamic. So just because you signed up with certain conditions at the start, but the conditions have changed because the rules have changed. So Indians are right to ask for certain other changes in rules. What do you think, Raj?
Correct. I agree to that because see, at the end of the day, I mean, in the post-COVID scenario, nothing is sacrosanct.
Exactly.
What is reality today becomes, I mean, a figment of our imagination tomorrow, and vice versa. So I mean, I get your point. I think it is the fact of the matter is that see, Australians want to go to Sydney, Brisbane. Very the reasons are very obvious because they have never lost a match in the last, I think, I don't know how many years, 20 years maybe, I don't know.
And Indians are also, I mean, that is also obvious because they never won a match at Brisbane. I mean, you can always say that. That's also
that is true. So, but then I think I mean, from a rules point of view, I think it makes sense because I really don't understand this. Sometimes the quarantine rules make it look pretty weird. It's like that those guys went for dinner or somewhere and some idiot puts the video out and then all hell breaks loose.
And the more important point is they went inside the hotel, I mean restaurant, only because it was raining outside. That is an important. Otherwise, they would not have stepped in.
Correct.
So this whole fiasco would not have happened if it had not rained. And I don't know whether quarantine rules have a rain rule attached to it.
Oh yeah, you never know. Duckworth Lewis might come in for quarantine also.
Exactly, that is what I. But you never know. But it's also, I mean, one of the Australian reports suggested this quarantine rules is also affecting some of the players in Australia, and one of the reasons why Smith is not performing is because of this quarantine. This thing, it is getting onto him. And the Indians have been on the road and they are in a kind of a bubble for so long. So it is also must be pretty tense for them. I mean, these things are tough.
Correct.
We can understand that.
See, I mean, the scenario is very simple. The fact that there is cricket happening despite all of the lockdowns across the world. I mean, when so many other athletes probably are not even allowed to get out of the house. It's big. Yeah. So, I mean, my take is that, see, the way I see it is that, look, I think you put it succinctly, Bala. I mean, the fact is that I mean, rules are there. When you signed up, I mean, things were different. Today, things are different. And you need to sort of structure some of those things.
You need to be dynamic.
Incorporate this. Yes, that is all I'll say. So we'll wait for that. But then we have something closer to our hands, I guess, in terms of Sydney.
Yes.
So what's your take on that? I mean, where do you see?
Obviously, I mean, Rohit Sharma is cleared. I don't know whether he is cleared or not. If he is cleared, he should walk into the team. And I think I would want him to play right at the top in place of Mayank Agarwal. Rohit Sharma in place of Mayank Agarwal is what I want to see. I don't know whether it is going to happen or not. It's a different thing. I would also want, in terms of, I mean, if you want another change, I would want Rahul in place of Vihari. So that is my team. Otherwise, the rest of the batting unit selects itself.
Yeah. So who comes in place of Umesh Yadav?
You and I know it, Raj, because that is a favorite of ours, Natarajan.
Yeah.
Because
so I have this
go ahead.
Theory.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have this crazy theory. I mean, I agree with the batting changes that you said. I think I also would want these two guys to come in, not for nothing else, but for the fact that both of them One of them
Has
just
the
sort of
pedigree.
has the pedigree. The other one, I mean, has been in good form. So I mean, just try it out.
Yes.
So if you can try a completely woefully out of form Prithvi Shaw at the top and be 0 for nothing in the first over, not once but twice, I think these guys deserve a chance. So that part is taken care of. So my crazy theory is that, I mean, I know Mohammad Siraj is somebody I've actually been talking about for quite some time, but I would
talking up actually.
talking up. I would actually rest him. Yeah, I would actually rest him for this match and bring in Kuldeep Yadav and play Natarajan as the second seamer.
Yeah, obviously, but Natarajan I
So
can understand, but Kuldeep in place of Siraj, can you explain that bit?
Sydney, right?
Yeah, okay. You expect
Three
it to
spinners.
spin.
Yeah, three spinners. Jadeja. See, for Jadeja and this guy, what's his name, Ashwin, Natarajan will do a favor if he bowls round the wicket and over the wicket in between. So I mean, over the wicket, no problem. Anybody, I mean, even Bumrah will do this guy a favor. If he bowls round, normal left arm round, he does Ashwin a favor by creating some rough marks across outside the right-handers off stump. And Kuldeep Yadav, because at the end of the day, he is a spinner and he is a guy who turns it off the wrist. And Aussies are not great players of spin, in spite of the fact that they have had some great spinners in Shane
Smith is a
Warne
very
and
good
then
player of
now.
spin, though Ashwin has had his number in this series. But in general, Smith is a terrific player of spinner. Manus Labuschagne Shane is pretty good. So, and Warner should be back. So,
see, Warner has a problem. Yeah, Warner has a slight problem because the guy is, at least on day before yesterday's evidence, he is still not. He says he's still not able to stretch completely because he went for a groin injury.
Yeah.
So for with the likes of three spinners around, he has to stretch if he has to survive.
Yeah.
So
but this
that is the way I'm
guy
saying.
is also pretty impressive. I mean, certainly would be better than Burns in his current form. Burns is not a bad player, but in his current form, he was not. I mean, he has gone back to the Big Bash and has won a match yesterday for his team. So
that was
Burns he's a good player, but just that he was not finding his form in this series. But Pukoski seems to be in a good headspace, so he should be good. And you can always trust. One thing you can trust always from Australia is to come back strongly at you, because this defeat at Melbourne must have stung them. So just as we bounce back, Australia can also bounce back. But Raj, getting back to your spinners theory, I'll just play the devil's survey. If it is going to be a spinner's track, if two spinners can't do it for you, why do you expect the third spinner to do it for you? I mean, it's something that Bishan Singh Bedi always talks about. In the spinners track, only two spinners are enough.
And he played with four spinners. I mean, three other spinners.
They played only one match together.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I'll just put it this way. So it is basically one spinner of the two plays I mean, he basically locks one end up. The other two spinners are the ones going for wickets. This is my theory. Yeah, and it is better than a third seamer doing that. So it's a question of whether a third seamer you want a third seamer who can block one end up, or you want a third spinner or a spinner who you can block one.
That is a decision, yeah. So yes, I mean, we are recording this pretty early. We don't know the pitch condition.
Yes.
So that is.
So assumption is assumption being that Sydney will start turning. Yeah, start turning, and don't forget that. Even at even in Melbourne on day one, the pitch was sort of giving some assistance, which was pretty weird. So that underprepared thing, lockdown, all of these things matter, but you don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know whether it is the thing. It was just a thought that came. And what if we play three spinners? Because Ashwin anyways came to bowl. Yeah, Ashwin anyway is coming to bowl in the 10th over. Big deal. So, so what are we waiting for? Might as well continue. Might as well continue. Yeah. Now it also depends on how Kuldeep Yadav is feeling about himself, because I don't think he has been feeling all that good.
Because he has not had any real outing. He played a one day or a T20 match. He played only one.
Yeah, he played one match. One match he played, and plus, plus even in the IPL he was sort of more out than in.
Yeah, he was a bit rusty. So he didn't have a continued run even in KKR 11.
Yes. So that is the question that you want to answer. I mean, this is just a
as you said, it's a crazy thought. You just floated it. It's fine. I mean, nothing wrong in it. I mean, if you have an idea, why not say it aloud? What prevents us? I mean, it is our channel, man.
And what if Ravi Shastri happens to see us?
Yeah. And Ravi Shastri has done crazier things. So
Yeah, I know. With him around, pigs will fly. So
right.
let us leave it there.
And
What
how
else?
about Pujara's batting form? Because he has been
That is a
demoted as
concern.
from.
Yeah,
That's a concern because I mean he's a very good player. I mean, so I mean 2 matches, 2 failures in 2 matches. I mean we shouldn't read too much into it, but there is a certain amount of concern. That is, as you
yeah,
said, the concern is the right word.
yeah. So again, I mean, he seems to be playing away from the body, is what I saw. I mean, at least that is what I felt, because the guy always plays the ball below his nose, which is what our Rahane was doing pretty much all through the game. And even somebody as young as Shubman Gill, he was trying his best to sort of play. I mean, have his body next to the ball, not before, not after. So I
Okay.
mean, this was a bit of a concern, because I was observing, and for some weird reason, he seems to be trying to be something different, which is not worthwhile. I mean, Rahul Dravid was never different, right? I mean, he was who he was. I
Yeah,
think this
that's
dude
right.
also needs to just play his natural game and say, this is what I am. I'll play 320 deliveries and
I'll
score
ask you one
45
thing,
runs.
Raj. When this demotion, I mean, stripping him off the vice captaincy, not that it means much, but will it affect him mentally? How will he take
I
it?
don't think so. I don't think so, because I don't think he even captains his local team, right? His
Yeah.
Ranji team, I think Munatkat is the captain or somebody else. So I don't think our man is very keen about. I don't think that is ever a problem with this dude. So my
Okay.
feeling is that might not happen.
Or can it
But
score him?
yeah, if anything, it will go the other way around. I feel that. And then Pujara is not. I don't think he's the sort of guy who
He's
really
mentally well
cares about.
sorted out.
Yeah, he cares about these things. See, as far as he's concerned, I think he just loves batting. He's like
Right.
one of those kids in our school. I mean, our village cricket, school cricket, where the guy will never give up the bat.
But he's that
So
sort
then
of.
you start making rules to get him out. But
Exactly.
new
And,
rules.
true, true, true.
Yeah.
He's been, I mean, you're right. He has been going at the ball pretty hard. Those soft hands that we saw in the previous tour is slightly seems to have deserted him. But he is too
Yes.
good a player. He's bound to get that back, just as I expect Australians to mount back. So this
Yes.
the match is not going to be easy for India.
Definitely. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what is the toss going to hold. I mean, I think for the love of life, I would expect Rahane to win and bat first. But we don't know. I mean, if Rahane doesn't win, somebody else bats. So,
But you
so
never
yeah.
know.
So
What if Australia wins and insults India? You never know.
I don't. You never know. But the point is that I think your first day's play is again going to be crucial. Whoever gets the first day is, I think, going to rule. It's the way I see it. So the first
That
couple of
is true.
sessions, yeah, first couple of
That's how I
sessions,
expect how it will unfold.
yes. So I expect that. So let us wait and see. Just 2 days more. Chalo,
Yeah.
nice. You enjoy the rains. I'll enjoy the sunlight,
Yeah,
and
you
we'll
enjoy
get back to
Palakkad
action.
then. Okay,
Yes, I'm back
Pinnakanam.
tomorrow. Yeah, I'm Pinnakanam. I'm back tomorrow. We'll see you around. Bye.
Bye, Raj.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye. Yeah, you can stop the recording. Yeah.